Dear Epic Gamers, PewDiePie is on life support in the battle against TSeries. I just happened to check, and he is likely to be passed at this rate in the next 48 to 72 hours. That's it. It'll be over. The king of YouTube will, of course, be a gigantic conglomerate company fitting for how YouTube actually creates its revenue, fitting for what YouTube actually cares about. And before I give you more information, if you aren't already subscribed to PewDiePie, I recommend checking out his channel. If you haven't seen it, or maybe you have seen it, but you're not yet subscribed, maybe you use YouTube accounts for multiple reasons. Maybe you have separate ones. Maybe you have a second account that you do use that isn't just the second account, but you forgot to subscribe to PewDiePie. Maybe your parents, they're just getting into YouTube. Do them a favor. Shoot on over to their computer. Subscribe them to PewDiePie. They'll definitely thank you. I'm going to leave a link to PewDiePie's channel in the description below because us epic gamers must rise up one last time. Of course, TSeries will eventually beat PewDiePie. They will likely beat him this month, whether we push forward and fight back or not. But that is not a reason not to fight. Sometimes a battle you know you're going to lose, you still have to fight it for the honor, for the memory of when people were the most important thing on YouTube. Actual creators, not giant media conglomerates like TSeries or Hollywood actors like Will Smith. If we look at the numbers, PewDiePie is currently averaging about 125,000 subscribers a day. Boo-hoo, I know. But if we look at TSeries, they are averaging 165,000 subscribers a day. That is on average a gain of 40,000 subscribers a day. The current gap is less than 120,000 and shrinking, which means today is Monday. Without our help, look, I'm speaking to the 9-year-olds out there. I'm speaking to the 14-year-olds. I'm speaking to the 12-year-olds. Hey, the 5-year-olds. If you enjoy YouTube and you want to make a statement that YouTube is still about the creators, then a symbolic subscription to PewDiePie is a free way to do it. And hey, you might actually enjoy his content. I know I do. I grew up watching PewDiePie. I can't remember a time on YouTube when PewDiePie wasn't the most subscribed channel, when PewDiePie wasn't the most entertaining channel for me. Yes, TSeries is averaging 100 million views a day. All right. Pewds struggles to get just 15 million views a day. TSeries passing him is inevitable. To be honest, Pewds will still be the most subscribed YouTuber, in my opinion, pitting him against categories like the gaming category, which he recently passed, and companies just isn't reasonable. You're talking about a YouTube channel that is unstoppable, that produces hundreds of videos a week, that has the entire media behind it in a gigantic market in India. But let's say we get together, just like in Lord of the Rings, and we ride out together. We check out PewDiePie's channel, we subscribe to PewDiePie, and maybe, here's an ask. I wish I could do something crazy, like dye my hair pink, or take out giant billboards. I can't do these things. But what I can do is appeal to you and ask that maybe we can get this video trending. If everybody watching this video likes it and leaves a comment, that will be very helpful. If everybody watching this video shares it out on social media, along with a link to PewDiePie's channel, that would be very helpful. Maybe we can buy him together another day or two at the top. And obviously, it's not about, it's not like PewDiePie would ever ask for help, like unironically. It's not that PewDiePie needs to be the number one, but it will truly be a sad day when the number one most subscribed YouTube channel becomes a faceless corporation. And I, for one, understand that it's a sign of the times. It's just the way it is for YouTube these days. The U in YouTube is meaningless. Most channels toil away hard just to get the scraps of what's left after late night comedy channels hoover up the entire front page of YouTube. Hollywood A-list celebrities who are not invested in the platform, who don't care about it, don't need the extra money. They dominate the homepage. Music videos from teeny boppers like Ariana Grande. The days of a YouTuber ever really, a true YouTuber ever really hitting the homepage, it's unlikely. Maybe H3H3 can put out the call to help PewDiePie. I don't know. I'm not sure there's many gigantic channels left to help shout the guy out. Maybe the Paul brothers could do something. Maybe Jake Paul, Logan Paul, they could help PewDiePie out here. Because together, you, the viewer, and you, fellow creators, are the you in YouTube. And while, of course, 100 million views a day on TSeries, they probably, I mean, obviously, they've earned it. They have high-quality content. People wouldn't just be watching for the sake of watching. And TSeries doesn't care about being the number one channel on YouTube, I don't think. It's a corporation. It's like losing to Amazon. Of course it's inevitable. But maybe, one last time, we can mount up, ride out, and subscribe to PewDiePie. You go to battle because the impending wave of SJW articles celebrating the death of the king will be unbearable. You know that there are thousands of blue-haired journalists just waiting for the day to celebrate TSeries passing PewDiePie for no other reason. Not because they like TSeries, not because they're into Bollywood, but because they'll feel like their unending hit pieces against just a dude will have had some part in it, will have had some part in him losing the throne. And I, for one, would like to hold that off. If we could just hold that off into February, the shortest month out of the year, I feel like that might be a small victory. I don't want to read the unending Vox articles and Wall Street Journal articles celebrating that TSeries passed PewDiePie, and I don't want to read the endless hot takes from mentally challenged blue check marks on Twitter about how this is a statement and how it's a sign of the times that white men are over, hashtag cancel white males, and how PewDiePie's toxicity finally got him. I can picture all the articles and all the hot takes already, and I can feel my eyes rolling to a almost atomic level. Will I cover those articles? Will we laugh at them together? Of course, because deep down, I highly doubt PewDiePie really cares. This whole PewDiePie versus TSeries thing has been a hilarious meme, but it's also been about the YouTube community and the community of creators specifically as well coming together to have a good cause, to work together on something positive. I mean, you have Hacker Giraffe hacking Chromecasts and printers and billboards. What an epic memory of 2018 and hopefully 2019. Now, if TSeries passes PewDiePie, does that mean he'll never be able to pass them back? No, he might regain the crown one day. But I, for one, would really enjoy keeping him on top for at least one more month to keep all these impending hit pieces about PewDiePie off into February or maybe even March. Who knows? There are definitely some very large YouTubers that could probably jump into the fray and help out because, again, It's about preserving the you. It's not about helping necessarily a particular content creator who doesn't really need it, right? There are many great channels to shout out. How about It's a Gundam, like his channel. Layman Gaming, fan of that channel. There's a lot of great gaming channels out there, and you should check them out as well. But PewDiePie is the last man standing against the corporate machine that is here on YouTube. The future of YouTube is corporatized. The future of YouTube is sterile, family-friendly, unedgy, boring content. The same type of content that runs rampant on cable television. And for the same reason I canceled cable, people will start to tune out of YouTube as it becomes more and more sanitized. So let's do it for PewDiePie. Let's do it for Poppy Gloria. Let's do it for Brad 1, Brad 2. Subscribe to PewDiePie.